Hello there. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. My name is Professor John Smith of Princeton University. Welcome. Very glad I can meet you. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do have a history with a very, very famous archaeologist, Dr. Henry Jones Jr., better known as Indiana Jones. Correct. Good. Excellent. The reason I ask and why I've called you here is because I have obtained a special package. And as you can see, it was clearly marked for Professor Henry Jones of Barnett College, New York. Yes. So I have obtained this information legally, and it would be great if we can discuss the information together to help Dr. Henry Jones Sr. on his investigation. I figured as a friend of his son, you would be more than happy to assist me. Now, if I understand correctly, he was doing research into the Holy Grail. Surely you've heard of that before. Yes, I imagine. Let's dive into this and see what this package contains. Very, very well handled. This should not fall into the wrong hands. That would be... catastrophic. Yes, let me dispose of this properly. And let's look at what we have here. It appears to be Dr. Henry Jones' journal. Let me calm myself down and let's look at this book together. Now, there does seem to be lots of pieces of parchment inside. Let us see. Yes, this is... wow. Wonder how they got this photo. It seemed to be all in here, though. There seems to be even more. The father and child photo. Very nice. Along with pieces of train tickets. Yes. Wide variety of train tickets. Flyers of some variety. And variety of currency as well. This seems to be a $1 currency of America. Yes. This is a 50 well, something in German I can't quite understand. I'll just set that aside, along with some other pieces of paper. Look at this. Now that is exciting. Along with some other newspaper clippings. The Cross of Coronado by Marcus Brody. Let's look at all these. Beautiful pieces of history, money, telegrams, FBI reports. Yes, Will. I will put this beautiful research over here, and we haven't even delved into the best part, the journal. Oh, wonderful. A little stamp fell out. That must be a good sign. Just look at what we have here. Personal drawings. The good doctor himself. Makes me excited. Seems to be some highlighted pages of his own personal study. Words in Hebrew, perhaps Latin and Greek. Galahad. Look at this highlighted artwork. Galahad, a knight of the Round Table, if I understand correctly. April 8th, 1895. Oh. 14th century drawing of the Christ. And there it is. The item we are searching for. The Grail. Now, if we understand correctly, Dr. Jones and his son are heading for Petra. But according to our research, we should be checking in Portugal. The Knights Hospitaller are Portugal to hide the Grail. That is our research, but I guess that's I'm sorry to lose my train of thought, but just look at the wonderful things that are in here. Clearly you're not looking at it, I'm looking at it. Yeah, there's a few more highlighted pages. Let's see what we have. The blood of Christ being poured directly into the Grail. I can smell the history coming right off of this book. This is my students. Yes, my many students would be very happy to see all of this. Intricate, beautiful details. I don't remember where he was last. Dr. Jones Jr., of course, Indiana, your friend Indiana, but he was in South America last, unless my memory misserves me. Perhaps he was in Africa. He's looking for the Ark of the Covenant. It was a little while ago. I wonder what he's been up to, but I guess that's what we're here to do, to help him. To help him, of course. That's what we're doing. Look at these details hidden in this book. This book alone must be worth hundreds of dollars. Can be seen. I used to find out more about that strange cross that I have never seen before. Began my search. Just think about what we can obtain when we use the power of this book. That doesn't look too comfortable. I'm glad we've upgraded our style. Yes? No? Yes. Well, this is an interesting one. What do you make of this? No? No? What do you think of this? Think any of these two have connection? No? Ah, France, 1920. If I'm not mistaken, might be going off of a limb here, literally. This might be the tree that was planted from the thorn of Joseph of Arimathea in England. Of course, we all know the thorn from Longinus's spear, the spear that pierced the side of Christ, which, of course, planted the tree, Canterbury. Shapes of which only the faith of a chalice is the last of the true medieval romances, probably the most famous of their work, but is yet very excellent in his predecessor about the sun that January 1st, 1920, or only to be the Holy Land, would be the last of us in the fulfillment of that quest. Excellent. Poetry and history. Burial chambers for those who step out of line. Or the seal of the Templar. The Templar. Knights of the Templar, yes. We must find their work. Oh, Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem. Now there's a pretty photo. The fermentation. Genesis. Oh, can you just feel the history bleeding off this page? This book belongs in a museum. But in my hands, they are just as safe. I'm sure we'll all agree on that. How about the chalice of Valencia? The real Holy Grail? No. Rumored, but no, it's not. Now this is something new. What do you make of this? Looks like a leap of faith of some kind. Clever, clever. Hmm. Ooh. Library in Venice. I've been to the Venice once. It was quite beautiful this time of year. If you're bored, I recommend taking a trip down to Venice. You would be happily surprised how wonderful Italy is. Or Japan for that reason. Very nice locations to visit. Cup of Kings. Yes, it appears there were complications with obtaining. They're writing about tests. Booby traps? And on the matter, we'll find the link on it anyways. Yes. I think this is just the information that we've been wanting. Oh, my axe. I think it's time to stop playing games. Yes. Hey. Starting Seattle. Here. On my apologies. I am not this Professor John Smith from Princeton, as I have led you to believe. Where did I put I'm afraid there has been a slight change in the agenda for the evening. But not to worry, not to worry. With your help, I'm sure Dr. Indiana Jones would more than willingly come and find you. You are the friends, yes? No? Wonderful. Sure, the information we'll obtain from the book should be just enough for us to make our own friendship. Now then, my new friend, why don't you tell me everything you know about Dr. Indiana Jones?